Girls Hairstyles. Today I have Catherine with me. She is an absolute doll. She has been family friend for a while. A little bit about Cath. She has two boys that are exceptional. They are great boys, and her husband coaches football like 24 years at our high school. So anyway, not all at our high school, but like 20.
Something like
that.
Really
a lot of years. Anyway, so she's a sweetheart. But I love her hair, and I wanted to show you her haircut. We're taking a couple inches off. When it gets to this length, and I'll show you, her natural curl is absolutely gorgeous. It's just right. I wanted to show you, excuse me, goodness, how we can like lighten this up a little bit with some layers. Anyway, so I'll stop talking and we'll get going. So I'm going to put her head down. Okay, I'm going to take about 2 inches. Okay, and then this side. Okay. Okay, and then on the side, I tilt her head, then I just comb this down. If their chin is down, you'll cut, straight across like I am, but when they go to lift their head up, it's gonna be short if their chin is down. So that's why I lifted her head up, okay? So now I'm gonna go ahead and push her head down again because I'm in the back. And you want the head looking down when you do the back. Okay, and then tilt the head. Yeah, it's just crazy. When it starts to grow out this length, she's like, okay, it just starts feeling a little more stringy. And so yeah, definitely helps to come get a couple inches off, and then we add some layers in it. Okay, and then of course I'm gonna, you hold down on both sides to make sure that it's all even. I'm just gonna check this one spot right here. Just take that off. Okay, perfect. Now for the layers, I'm just gonna take this section up top. Oh yeah, see, that's long. No wonder he was like, okay, I'm ready.
Yeah, it's time.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna take about that much off of the top. Just point cut into this. Definitely don't use a razor when you're, especially with curly hair, you don't want to do that. So then I just follow this down to the back. And I'm holding this straight out from her head. And it's nice, it takes this little corner back here. So it just lightens it a little bit. So it's not bulk. Okay. Now, same thing up here. Come in, point cut at that. Follow the shape of their head as you're coming down with the layers. Obviously, if somebody wants longer layers, that's okay, especially with curly hair, depending, like, excuse me, Catherine's hair is absolutely perfect for layers because she has enough of it, but it's not so thick that it's gonna poof out, like be too short and too poofy. So she has perfect curly hair and texture 4 layers in curly, because sometimes curly, you know, hair can be difficult if it's too thick and you do a lot of layers, then they feel like they're just a poof, you know what I mean? So kind of watch that with whoever you're cutting. Like I said, if it's too thick, it might make them feel more bulky. Sometimes they like to leave the layers longer to weigh it down a little bit so it doesn't go like out. So
I like the layers you do because it gives my hair dimension to it.
oh,
It
thank
doesn't
you.
feel like it just is flat.
Thank you. So, see, and I love, thank you for like saying what you're, you know what I mean? Because that helps people know, like, so like she says, it doesn't make it, you know, feel like it's flat. It gives it dimension in there. Especially where her hair is one color, you know, it does help with that. And I will show you how she styles it. And that's another thing, like when she says dimension, I love that word because when she puts when she blows dries it and she puts the root lifter in, that can help lift so it shows off all the dimensions. So yeah, there's little things like that can make the world of difference, especially with curl, because curl can be either hard, which Catherine, she's just blessed because this curl is gorgeous. This is the curl that people come in, they're like, hey, can I get a perm? I want my hair just like this. And I'm like, yeah, right. But so she's just lucky. It's such a gorgeous curl. Okay, now I'm coming straight across here. And that way it will lighten it around her face so it's not heavy around her face. Okay. So you can see I'm just taking the sides of her ears, just taking this little corner off, coming around this way. Yeah, I love that word you use just because, you know, curly hair, a lot of people are like, oh, it's hard to do, or there's nothing, it's little things like this, like adding layers that really does add the dimension, and it doesn't, you know, feel like it is flat and heavy, and or if it just, you know, because a lot of people will be like, well, my top isn't that curly, my bottom is more curly, but you know, if you do add that dimension up in, it can help curl that. So I'm glad that you shared that, so thank you.
You're welcome. I don't know if I'm blessed to have curly hair. I'm just lazy and don't straighten it enough. That's the real answer.
That's so cute. That's so cute. Hey, that is awesome. Whatever it is. No, that's cute. It's funny. A lot of people, you know, like, I mean, I love this. I wish I could just scrunch my hair and go. And then there's so many people that are like, oh, if I could just have my hair straight.
Right. We
like it would be so easy. Yeah.
What we don't have.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
When, you know, we should just be thankful for what we have. But, you know, it's just the human in us, right?
Right.
Okay. So, excuse me. Just going to come over here to this side. And we do kind of just put this around her face a little bit, just because we don't want it to all be heavy. This will help lighten, and especially after her hair dries, it is so darling. Like the curl around here is so awesome. So for this to be just a little bit shorter and come down into the length looks so, so good with her curl. And like I said, you know, you'll want to double check with the type of curl that you're dealing with, because like I said, some curl you wouldn't want to do that with. You need the heaviness to weigh the curl down, but hers is really good. It just lightens it up there. Okay, now we obviously like some texture in there because when she uses her root lifter and the diffuser, it's nice. It just kind of helps hold this up. So definitely don't go in the part. So stay away from the part. Okay, where it bends is where it is heavy. So what you do is you come in and you just lightly kind of do two little open and shut. And then I'm gonna just take away from the part there. Don't wanna go by the part. Where that bends, that's where it needs a little oomph. So you just take a little bit of that hair out and a tiny bit back here. And you don't need a ton, just a tiny bit. Okay, now another trick, or I guess you could say, I mean, they are little tips and tricks for curly hair, because curly hair can be hard. First off, you'll want to put curl cream in it, okay? That's what she likes to use, is a curl cream, because it's not super sticky. Because you can tell them how you don't like, I mean, sticky. It feels crunchy. It just.
Mm-hmm. My hair's not very thick either, so if I put a thicker product in it, it doesn't feel as natural to me, I guess. I don't like the harder, crunchier curl.
Right, which I love you bring that word into, the natural. Mm-hmm. So if you use something a little lighter, you don't need a ton of it to scrunch and do, but yeah, that's huge. Okay, so first off, she's gonna flip her head over. This is how, so curl cream in your hands, just kind of flip over. Okay, so I'm just adding this to her underneath a little bit. And I'm just trying to, like, you can see I'm just kind of grabbing at it and I'm squeezing it. You're not ruffling it up a ton. You can a little bit, but with natural curl, you want to keep it as low movement as possible. Excuse me. Okay, go ahead and flip back. Awesome, thank you.
Was that a good flip?
That was a good flip. See, she's a good flipper. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna use just a tiny bit more. Oh, I grabbed the wrong one. Okay, I'm gonna grab this one. Okay, rub it in my hands. And I'm just gonna come up through here. Again, I'm just gonna, these front pieces, I'm just gonna kind of take my fingers through it so it gets even by her face. And then I will just kind of grab and scrunch. Just so it's all through the hair. So when it dries smooth and in its natural curl. Okay, so usually what she would do is just leave it to dry on its own. And then she'll take some root lifter and she'll just lift it up and spray. And then I don't have the diffuser on here. I can't find it. Anyway, so I'm just, like, she would take her diffuser and just kind of set it in there with the root lifter. Okay, then this other side. Same thing, I'm just gonna spray through that root area and should just kind of hold the hair out with her diffuser. Just kind of lift that. That's the other key or little hint that I have is low on your blow dryer. If you do blow dry your curly hair, if you leave it on low, it will do much better, much better. But yeah, she just leaves it like this to dry. If she's in a hurry and she needs to get out, she'll just take her diffuser and just, the hair just sits in the diffuser and she'll just take it around and dry it fast that way. But this is how she leaves it. But I want to show you guys in the back, like how, you know, the dimension that you see how that, and I wish it was dry so you guys could see the natural curl like just set. It's really pretty, but yeah, I just want you guys to kind of see that. And the less you mess with it, the less like frizz you will have. Because a lot of people will say, you know, well, I have a lot of frizz in my hair. If you can get that cream in there real nice and let it just dry on its own, you're gonna have a lot better results. So anyway, Then I do like to spray it just a little bit, because who doesn't love hairspray?
Can't grow up in the 80s without loving hairspray.
That's right, absolutely. Anyway, Kay, Kath, thank you so much. You're amazing.
Sure.
Thanks to all of you and your support and watching. I hope this helped you curly girls out there. You know, same if you have some short, just the less you can do with it with the right product, you'll be good. So anyway, have a great day, you guys. Thanks, and we'll talk to you next time. See ya.